Well, hello beautiful souls, it's your girl Nishane coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be about bold, sensual date night fragrances that you need this fall autumn season. I have something for everyone. I have something for the ladies. I have something for the gentlemen. I have something for the gender fluid, gender neutral fragrance lovers like myself. So if you guys are interested in seeing what's on my list today, then go ahead and just keep on watching. So if you're new to my channel, hello again. My name is Nishane. Welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's get into it. So this first fragrance is actually my scent of the day, and this fragrance is so sexy to me. It's so addictive, and I'm just loving how this fragrance is just treating me, right? It's giving fall vibes, it's giving bold and sexy vibes, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now, okay? And baby, the fragrance is Libre Intense from YSL. You guys, this fragrance is not only a warm, sweet, aromatic fragrance, it also has a beautiful floral touch with a little bit of citrus, and for me, I just absolutely love how this fragrance wears on my skin. It's so sexy, it's bold, it's in your face, but it still gives you that warm vanillic vibe from the vanilla. You also get a beautiful lavender note, which adds this aromatic touch, and you get some orange blossom along with some orchid. So for me, I think that this fragrance is gorgeous. It's feminine, but it's still bold. It's a statement type of fragrance in my opinion, especially for the fall season. If you like those type of fragrances, I think you will really enjoy this scent. People go back and forth on if they like the original Libre, and I think that if the Libre Eau de Parfum is a little too aromatic for you, go ahead and try the Intense version, because I find Libre Intense to be a little bit more approachable, a little more vanillic, but still have that bold and sensual type of demeanor to it, just like the original Eau de Parfum has. The performance on this is really nice, and I love the dry down of the fragrance, how the vanilla kind of goes warm and spicy at the same time, but it's not overly spicy. It's just very sexy in my opinion. So this is Libre Intense from YSL, and this is my scent of the day. Next, we have one for the gourmand lovers like myself. Okay, I love me a good gourmand, and this fragrance is one of my favorite gourmands in my collection, and I have a lot, but also this is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, period. And the fragrance is Italica from Zerg Off in the Cosmopolitan line. This fragrance is just perfection. This is a sweet, warm, spicy fragrance. It's nutty, but you also get this fruitiness, and you get this gorgeous creamy sandalwood along with this delicious toffee note. It's buttery. This fragrance is just perfection to me. This was love at first sniff. I feel like if you love gourmands, you absolutely need this fragrance in your collection. No ifs, ands, or buts, okay? I'm telling you, this fragrance is so sexy. It's so sensual, but at the same time, it's very wearable and it's not too intense. The fragrance lasts forever on my skin, but as it settles down, it gets closer to the skin and becomes a little bit more intimate, and I love that about this scent. At first, it's very bold and, you know, in your face, and you get this cherry-esque vibe from the almond in the top, but when the fragrance gets to the deep dry down where you get that musk and that sandalwood with the cedar wood, it's perfection. This fragrance also has notes of saffron, so that spice is there. You get some milk notes, which gives it that like tonic quality, and then in the mid, which actually plays a nice role in the base as well, is the vanilla with that buttery, delicious toffee note. This fragrance is just so sexy to me. It's so sensual. It's very unique in the way that it's cherry and almondy at the same time. Like, I don't know how the perfumer did it in this fragrance, but it's cherry-esque, but it still maintains that nutty almondy vibe, and I think that it complements that toffee and vanilla in the mid. The milky notes is just, oh, it keeps this fragrance very silky, and I just love it. I love how the fragrance dries down. I love how this fragrance lingers onto my skin. It's very sexy, but it's bold at the same time, especially with that saffron being in the top. You get that beautiful spice. If that sounds appealing to you, get you a decant, get you a sample, get you a travel size, whatever you can do to get your hands on this fragrance, get it. Even get the 30 ml. You ain't even got to get the big boy. This fragrance is just so sexy to me, and when it comes to this fragrance line from the Zerg Off Cosmopolitan line, I think they do gourmands so well. So this is Italica from Zerg Off in the Cosmopolitan line. Baby, get your nose on it now. Now we're getting into the territory of sweet gourmands, which I find Italica to be sweet, but it's not like super sweet. This fragrance is super sweet. So if you love super sweet gourmands, you would love this fragrance. And sadly, this has been discontinued, but But listen, y'all, I need to find me a backup bottle ASAP because I had to stop using it because it's almost gone. This is Scandal by Night from Jean Paul Gaultier. This fragrance is your honey, cherry, buttery white floral fragrance. You also get a little patchouli, so you get some earthiness, you get some muskiness, and you get a little bit of woodiness from some sandalwood. But baby, this fragrance is gorgeous. Not only do you get some honey in this fragrance, but you get some delicious orange blossom with this buttery tuberose. It's very prominent in this fragrance. The white florals are not indolic or anything like that. That tuberose is super buttery. It's one of my favorite depictions of a buttery tuberose in a fragrance. The cherry is really sexy as well. So the cherry kind of adds this like honey dipped cherry type of vibe. And then of course you get some sandalwood, which adds a little bit of creaminess. It doesn't give you that wood choppy, you know, woodiness. It just gives the fragrance some creaminess. You get a little patchouli, which I don't get much of, but it adds a little bit of depth, a little earthiness. That musk really allows the fragrance to kind of be a little more sensual. So this is more of like a body musk in my opinion, but it doesn't go animalic, which is something I absolutely love. So this fragrance is one that, oh, I'm so sad that it got discontinued. I really need a backup in my collection. So if you guys find one out there, DM me, email me something. Let me know where y'all found a backup of this because I can't find one that's reasonably priced anywhere. So this is Scandal by Night from Jean Paul Gaultier. Listen, sweet girls, you would absolutely love this scent, I'm telling you. Now, last on the ladies list, okay, the ladies list is what I'm calling this. This fragrance is the most bold out of the feminine fragrances that I have right here, and this is so sexy. It's also a discontinued fragrance, unfortunately. However, this is one that's pretty polarizing, kind of like Mugler Aura. It's like that type of polarizing. And this is Decadence from Marc Jacobs. Listen, guys, a little bit goes a long way with this. It looks like my bottle is untouched, but I'm telling you, I'm an oversprayer and I chill out on the sprays with this. This fragrance is a green, earthy, powdery fragrance. You get some fruitiness, you get some spice, and you get this gorgeous, gorgeous resinous ambery touch in the base. It also kind of comes off vanillic. This scent is one that is not for the faint of heart. This fragrance is super bold, it's super sexy, it's super mysterious, but at the same time, you get this feminine touch from some jasmine that's in the mid. So on the top, you get that delicious, almost overripe plum note. It's so juicy, it's sweet, it's delicious. But then you get some iris and you get some saffron. So the iris adds this powdery factor to the scent. The saffron, of course, adds a little bit of spice. And when the fragrance starts to dry down, that's where you get your florals. You get some rose, you get some jasmine. You also get this orris note. So for me, the orris note complements the iris with being powdery and slightly even earthy in my opinion. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get this very green, very woody vetiver note. And for me, vetiver can go kind of masculine, but in this case, it kind of keeps the fragrance in a more gender neutral area. It doesn't make this fragrance super masculine, but the fragrance is this very bold, robust scent. And I think the vetiver really adds to that green factor that's in this fragrance, which is quite nice. And the amber is just this vanillic amber. It's really resinous, it's really warm. It kind of adds a little bit of a woody touch to the fragrance as well, but it adds this sweetness, this vanillic sweetness that's just gorgeous. I feel like the vetiver is what adds the green touch to this fragrance, but it's really bold, it's really sensual, it's really mysterious. But this is one that I would say, one, apply with caution, and two, purchase with caution, because this is one that isn't really, you know, the type of fragrance that a lot of people enjoy because of that heavy green, you know, quality that the vetiver brings to this scent. So this is Decadence from Marc Jacobs. Now we are in our gender neutral, gender fluid category. This category, I think anyone can wear. You and your partner can share if y'all want to smell it like on your date night. And this fragrance in particular is just absolutely stunning. I love this fragrance, and if you love tobacco fragrances, you would love this scent. This is Arabesque from The Merchant of Venice. This fragrance is a fruity, warm, spicy fragrance. You also get this powdery touch, you get this resinous quality from some benzoin, and you also get some earthiness from some vetiver, this green earthiness. This fragrance is just so sexy to me. So sexy. It kind of has this dry factor from the tobacco, but when the fragrance opens up, you get some ginger along with some plum. Again, you guys, I love me some plum in a fragrance. fragrance is just my thing. But the tobacco leaves are kind of dry. This is kind of a dry tobacco fragrance. The tobacco that's in this fragrance kind of reminds me of fall. Like, it gives me fall vibes, and that's why I like it in this list. And then in the mid, you get some cedar wood with some tonka beans along with some cinnamon, so you get that warm spiciness, the woodiness, the powderiness from the tonka beans, which also kind of adds a little sweetness to the fragrance. And then in the base, that's where you get that musk, that benzoin, along with that vetiver. So this fragrance is just gorgeous. It's nice, it's resinous, it's unique in my opinion because of the kind of dry, slightly smokiness that the fragrance has, but it also has this beautiful resinous warm spice to it with this earthy greenness from the vetiver, and that fruity note of plum just adds a little bit of a pizzazz in the opening. It gives you a little bit of sweetness, which I really find to be very nice in this scent. So this is one for my unisex, gender fluid, you know, gender neutral fragrance lovers, and I absolutely love this fragrance on myself. So Merchant of Venice Arabesque. Next, we have a fragrance that was hyped up for years on YouTube, and I haven't really heard people talk about this fragrance recently, like within the last year, but I still enjoy the fragrance, and this is Ani from Nishane. This is another green vanillic fragrance. This is a green, earthy, spicy vanilla. This also has a little bit of woodiness, and this has this fresh spiciness to it as well. In the opening, you get some green notes along with some pink pepper and some bergamot, and for me personally, you definitely get the green notes for sure, but the green notes don't stay for too long. Deep in the dry down, of course, you get vanilla, but the green notes don't really stay for too long, but it adds this nice unique quality to the vanilla scent, so it's not your your everyday vanilla fragrance. This is a very bold fragrance, and this is one that I really enjoy because it is such a unique vanilla. In the heart, you get some cardamom along with some black currant and some Turkish rose, so it gives you that, you know, that floral vibe. It gives you a little bit of spice, but more of a fresh spiciness, which complements that green touch in the opening. The black currant, it's there, but it's not really prominent. It adds a little bit of a sweet quality to the fragrance, but not too much. And then of course in the base, that's where you get those woody notes along with vanilla. There's a little bit of patchouli in the base, which adds this earthiness. It's not too earthy to where it's dirty, but it's not more on the chocolatey side either. I just think that it just adds this nice earthy quality to it. You also get some ambergris as well, which I don't get much of, and a little bit of musk. So yeah, this fragrance is gorgeous. It's an extrait de parfum, so it lasts a very long time. This is one I get complimented on so much, and this leaves a gorgeous sillage. So if you want somebody to follow you wherever you're going, this is one that's very nice. I think this smells amazing on a woman, but this will smell incredible on a man as well. So this is one to have in your collection if you want to smell bold, sexy, sensual, all of that. So this is Ani from Nishane. I couldn't do this, you know, bold, sensual, sexy fragrance list for date night and not mention this fragrance. This is a fragrance that I genuinely feel like if you love warm, spicy, boozy scents, you need in your collection, period. I don't care. You definitely need it. Man, woman, it, they, them, I don't care who you are, you need this. And this is Angel Share. Angel Share by the House of Kilian. Absolutely gorgeous. This is literally the holidays in a bottle. This is giving warm, spicy apple pie, apple cider. This is giving fall in a bottle, and it's so delicious. This literally smells edible. Not only do you get that delicious praline with vanilla, you get some cinnamon in this thing. You also get this boozy cognac note. Like, come on now. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Absolutely incredible. I love this scent so freaking much. You need it. You need it. That's it. That's all. That is the review. You need this fragrance, especially if you love those warm, spicy scents. This scent to me is just gorgeous. It is gorgeous, and I'm so happy that they have these refills now, so I don't have to purchase a whole new bottle, baby, because this fall and winter, I'm gonna use this thing up. I just love this fragrance for the October, November season. This, for some reason, just automatically gets me ready for Thanksgiving. It's just so warm. It's so spicy. That cinnamon is so prominent along with that cognac, because if y'all don't know, I'm a cognac queen, baby. I love me a really nice cognac. That's what I like. I'm not a tequila girl. I'm not a vodka girl. I'm a rum and cognac girl with a little whiskey touch. But again, this is beautiful for sharing. I just love it. please get you some right now. Now, gentlemen, these next 4 are for you. I think that these are some of the sexiest fragrances that I have personally. I know there are probably more, but these are so sexy to me, so sensual, and they just scream, I'm a bold date night fragrance. So this first fragrance is one that I think is super sexy. This is Born in Roma Eau de Toilette. This is the Eau de Toilette. This fragrance is just your fresh, aromatic, earthy scent. This has some violet leaf along with some vetiver and some clary sage. So you're not doing too much with this fragrance. It smells just sensual and sexy to me. I just think that this fragrance is really nice for you to do like a, you know, work to happy hour type of thing. If you're gonna meet somebody for an early dinner, this will be nice. It still gives you this freshness, but it also has a little depth to it, a little earthiness from that vetiver, which I find to be super sexy. This is one that I think is very, very nice, and the performance on this is very nice. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't need to overspray with this fragrance, but this is a fragrance that I think will capture your boo's attention because it's just really sexy, it's sensual, it's bold, but it's also like, I'm not doing too much. Like, this isn't like trying too hard. Does that make sense? So this is Valentino's Born in Roma Uomo Eau de Toilette. Uomo. I'm gonna have the name on the screen and down in the description, of course. Next, we have a fragrance that is just so sexy to me. I can't end this video without talking about it. This is Soir Exclusive from the house of Novitus Parfums. This was a collaboration that Big Beard Business did with Novitus, and I think Big Beard Business's new name is The B-Way. I think he switched his name to The B-Way. So I'm gonna have his channel linked down below, of course, as always. But this fragrance right here, gentlemen, whoever likes more masculine leaning scents, I even find this to be more gender fluid, to be honest. This scent is so sexy. If you love gourmands, you would love this fragrance. This, and if your boo's wearing this, y'all are gonna shut down the town, okay? Shut down the town. But this fragrance is a sweet, warm, spicy fragrance. It's also nutty. You get this nice gourmand coffee touch. I'm here for it. It's so dang on delicious. So when you first spray this fragrance, it opens up with this nutty, delicious almond note, and then you get this blood orange along with some coffee. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get this delicious, gorgeous marshmallow note. When I tell you it's so mouth-watering, it's so mouth-watering, and it's delicious. You also get some tonka bean along with some orchid, and you get some licorice. So you get this really nice, delicious gourmand feel from the mid, and I'm telling you, she's gonna be all over you. She is going to try and eat you. I promise you that. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get some vanilla, you get this Tolu balsam note, so you get this nice resinous, slightly woodiness that's in the base, and then you get some oak wood with some musk. So this fragrance is stunning. I love this on myself, but I love this fragrance on my wife, baby. I love this fragrance on her. It smells so good. I just want to eat her up. Eat her up, because this smells so freaking good. Novitus, y'all, listen, y'all do gourmands like right up my alley, like exactly how I want a gourmand. Y'all always come out with the hot fire. So Soir Exclusive, listen, amazing. I have to cut this video kind of short because I gotta do some mommy things, but I do want to have 2 honorable mentions, which I was gonna mention in the video, and that's Shango VI from Imperial Fragrances along with Bad Boy EDT from Carolina Herrera. These 2 are also ones that I highly, highly recommend for you gentlemen to check out. They are so amazing. I would say Shango VI is for those who like a little bit more of a bold, sensual, leathery touch, right? If you like that. And for a 100 ml bottle, this runs you about $170, so designer prices, but this is a black owned brand, and you're gonna smell so bold and just sexy and strong, baby. This is definitely that. And then Bad Boy EDT, just amazing for a nice date night situation. I'm gonna talk about these in another video, so make sure y'all subscribe and y'all turn on y'all notification bell so y'all don't miss another upload. All right, y'all, so that's all I have for you today. If you guys are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And for today's video, please leave me the brown heart emoji so I know you guys made it until the end. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you all in the next one.